It all starts with when I started fishing at a very young age with my dad, and he always worked on his traps quite a lot to improve them, to make them work a little easier. He was a stickler for that. He used to call it tickling the carburetors on them. So as I got older, I got interested in maybe making some. And that started in 1979. And it takes a lot of know-how from fishing to know what the fisherman's going to need out there, especially when the weather's real bad. What we use is an ash or an oak, and we pre-drill all the holes in that trap. We coat it twice with marine poly, and we use all stainless fasteners. We have a tripper system that has a grease fitting on it, so we can inject that tripper right full of grease, and that keeps the water out, and that makes it work at very cold temperatures. Even the line we have manufactured specially for us, it's heat treated, stretched, and waxed. We carry it in 10 different colors. You never know when you're going to get that big bite. You want to get to that hole and see that reel just to cook in. This is a 26 standard jack trap. This is what we started with, just this style. Pretty basic style, kind of a Maine trap. We call it a standard. This is a 31-inch, what we call a cross trap, jack trap. It unfolds. And this one's a little different. It has a new rigging that we started putting on a couple years ago, which is a big bait release. And fishing the pike in the togue, you want to use big bait. If you put it up further, then it's harder to pull out. The closer to the end you put it, the easier it will release. 6-inch bait up here, a foot-long bait. But again, it pulls out very easily. But for the bait to work it can't quite pull it out. But the key is when it's out, you're freewheeling. And that's what you want. Here's the big bob here. This is a black and ash. It's all ash, but natural on the rails. A black finish. It's the same version of the trap you just saw, just a little taller. And it is, well, more than a little taller.
How tall is that, Tim, when that flag's up?
Well, it's about 5'8". The state of Maine, let's face it, it's a rough climate, especially right now. And we are a small business. We have up to 6 employees when we're running full tilt. And it's a challenge. You know, it's where I was in my cellar for 25 years. I had an apple box. I threw everything into, all my paperwork, orders. Nowadays, it doesn't work that way. I like being out in the shop, working with the guys, lining stuff up, getting jobs ready for the day, getting here an hour early before they do. But what I really enjoy the most is being out on the ice with people, filming fish, talking to people about fishing, listening to stories, seeing fish, and maybe giving a few pointers now and then. But it's being out there still in me pretty hard. There he is. What do we got there? Bubbles, huh? There he is. All right,
Jeez, that's a nice one.
Bird. Kill him. There you go. There you go.
That's a nice one.
There you go, dog.
Nice fish.
You know, we've done this long enough to know, and if you put your damn time in, you did a nice job playing him. Let him go, big bait. Plus you got to put him back. That son of a gun will be ready to go again. No blood.
Beautiful fish.
Beautiful fish. Just lip hook. Hell of a nice job. We're headed, well, it's God's country, but, I mean, it's not the Allegash, but we're headed up to East Grand, up in Danforth, Maine. Knew there was big togue in the lake, so I started targeting those. Didn't catch them at first. I spent 9 days up here, alone, I don't know, 10 years ago, never caught one. But I experimented and fooled around, and finally got into them. just keep coming back now. All I'm thinking of right now, and I won't be stop thinking about it until tomorrow morning when I hear the August start, is how we're going to do tomorrow. I mean, I have butterflies just like it's, well, a playoff game or something like that. And the anticipation is always really high for me. I think building confidence in yourself will make you do and try newer things, try different spots. And once you're successful at that, it's fulfilling, you know, makes you feel good. Even to see people that are seasoned fishermen, you know, come up here and see them catch a big fish. It's just, I don't know, it does something to people.